How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be reviewing the new film in the DC Extended Universe, Wonder Woman. Now, I got to see this movie this past Wednesday. The embargo has finally lifted, so I can finally tell you all my thoughts about Wonder Woman. I was going into this one pretty excited. I heard some good early reactions out of it, but of course still trepidatious because, Gal Gadot isn't the strongest actress from what I've seen her in. She was cool and pretty badass in Batman v Superman, but other than that, I didn't see Keeping Up with the Joneses. My other further experience with her would probably have been the Fast and Furious franchise, where, again, she's good in what she does in those type of movies, but this is her first leading role, so I was a little skeptical going into it, but wound up really liking this movie, and if not loving this movie. It was everything I would have hoped for in this movie. And I'll start off the bat just kind of ranking, or just saying where I think it fits in the DCEU, and I'd have to say it's probably the best movie, and for me, I really enjoyed Batman v Superman. I know a lot of people didn't. Suicide Squad, on the other hand, especially after further thinking about it, I didn't really like Suicide Squad at all. And I did enjoy Man of Steel quite a bit as well. So Wonder Woman, though, exceeds both of those movies. I think what it does, my girlfriend actually suggested this, is that she said it felt like kind of like Thor, where it's this fish out of water character coming into the real world, having to learn these ways. And that's half of where the humor comes from. And her and Chris Pine's dynamic really benefits from that. And that's where she shines, especially in the acting chops, is that how she plays off of Chris Pine. And of course, the action sequences with Gal Gadot, I think she's great working with those. I don't think she's maybe as good a performer as, say, the other people in the movie, like Chris Pine, like Robin Wright, like Connie Nielsen. But she was definitely really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of her in the DCEU. But yeah, speaking of the action sequences, Patty Jenkins directs these so wonderfully. I know some people might get annoyed with the slow motion in here, but I really enjoyed it. It helped you really get a grasp of what she was actually doing. And when she kicks ass, she kicks ass. My favorite sequence by far is this middle action sequence when they're actually in the trenches in World War I, and she goes out. You've seen it in the trailers probably a little bit. She's like blocking everything with the shield, and that continues to the warehouse fight sequence. And I loved it when she's like, you see her running on like a rooftop, and you're like, I'm looking at her, I'm like, this is Wonder Woman. This is what I imagine her to be. She definitely embodies the spirit and the physicality that Wonder Woman brings in the DC universe. As I said, though, they went for this one more of a humorous vibe. And also this one, the tone-wise, not that I don't think tone is a problem. When people complain about Batman v Superman saying, oh, it's too dark, that's why it wasn't as good, I don't think that's the case. A Dark Knight is dark. It's a dark movie, but it's a great film. I don't think tone is the problem. If they wanted to go a darker tone here, sure. But I really did like the levity that they brought into this movie, and you can see it throughout. It's more of an inspirational, inspiring movie. Somewhat, there's probably going to be a lot of people's comparisons, similar to the first Captain America. Again, taking place World War II. This one's World War I, though. But very similar. It's like Captain America, the First Avenger meets Thor, the first Thor movie. And I really wound up enjoying this one. My only real negatives is stuff to do with the villain. I'm not going to give away the villain because they haven't really pushed it too much in the trailers, from what I've been seeing at least. But there's some certain scenes where they just cut to it for a little bit with these two villainous characters, and they cut back. And they cut back to another minute or two, and they cut back. It just felt jarring, and then when you see it finally realized in the very end of the movie, you kind of just feel like that was, I don't know why they did this. I understand why they had to do it, but it didn't work necessarily. That's probably my biggest complaint with the movie. But overall, I love an origin story. There's some great sequences on the actual island of Themyscira with Robin Wright and Connie Nielsen. Robin Wright was amazing. The action sequence on the beach with her, it's fantastic, and one of the better scenes in the movie. And like I said, the humorous, uplifting, inspirational tone really works for this character. I've heard that Patty Jenkins was a big fan of the original Superman from way back when, and you can definitely see the inspiration here with, again, that uplifting tone. But overall, Wonder Woman is up there with the best superhero movies of this year. Actually, we've had some pretty good year for superhero films, in my opinion. When I really think about it, it actually might be third place, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say. But like Logan, Guardians of the Galaxy, and now Wonder Woman, we've had a good year for superhero films. Hopefully, Spider-Man: Homecoming can continue that coming up in the next month or so. But yes, overall, love this movie. So much fun. Definitely want to go watch it again. And yeah, with all that said, I will give it a movie rating of an 8.5 out of 10 solid movie. Definitely go check this one out. If you're skeptical of it and you'd be like, the DC universe, it's not working for me, go watch this one. It doesn't have to rely on setting things up, which is one of the also strong suits of this movie. It's its own movie, self-contained, and works from start to finish. As for my enjoyment rating, I will give that a 9 out of 10. Really, really enjoyed this movie, and I will go back and probably watch it in theaters at least one more time. So let me know if you're looking forward to seeing Wonder Woman, or if you have seen it, let me know your thoughts on the movie in the comment section below. Maybe give the ranking of your DCEU movies. Mine would be like Wonder Woman, and then it's like a tie, Batman v Superman, Man of Steel, and then Suicide Squad way at the bottom. Overall, I've liked the DC Universe movies. I'm probably in the minority on that. But I am fine. I don't think they're all flawless movies for that matter, and I know Batman v Superman has a ton of flaws in it. But I'm biased. I love Batman, basically, so that's probably why. But anyways, again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every week. That is it, and I will talk to y'all later.